Inflation is dead, truly dead, as has been reported on this channel for pretty much the entire almost year. We're just a couple of weeks away from celebrating our first year as a channel. And we've been saying since the beginning, inflation is dead. Nothing to worry about. Inflation is dead. And it is dead, 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 dead. And the Fed is considered to be 100% done with rate increases at this point, according to the survey of those that they asked this question of. Anyway, the treasuries are actually, there's a lot of profit taking going on right now. Interest rates on the treasuries are, the yields are skyrocketing this morning, which is completely crazy based on the news. So nobody seems to be able to understand that. I certainly don't right now, but maybe that will be some kind of a something we'll see that'll change during the course of the day. We'll see what happens. The market is up, but Tesla is actually going up very nicely this morning, even though the treasuries are acting the way that they are. So this is, the equities market is looking a little tired actually in the early going. Could be one of those sell on the news kind of days, which might be what's happening with the treasuries, or maybe this will all turn around and the market will churn higher yet again. You know the old saw. I predict that the market will go higher or lower today. That's my prediction. It's very, very choppy this morning after Monday and Tuesday, actually Friday, Monday, Tuesday, after all of these pieces of good news and the market going up nicely and Tesla being up at this point about 13% or 14%. Although some chartists are saying that there's real opportunity here for Tesla to be breaking out into some new territory. Anyway, this is Randy Kirk. You come here in the morning in order to hear the good news, and sometimes I have to throw in a bit of bad news. And then so hit like if you like this early morning show, hit subscribe, hit notify. Don't have a clue what I'm going to do at noon today, so it'll be a surprise to me as well as to you. And then, of course, regular show later tonight, where we kind of duplicate this show, only it's the after whatever took place during the day, the news of the day, as well as what's happening in the pre-market, so that we can all get ready and kind of consider what's going to happen tomorrow. Anyway, listen, best day in weeks yesterday. Sold a whole bunch of Cybertruck bottle openers. Don't forget about the very cool box. I mean, holy mackerel, how much better does it get than that? So $25 for one, $45 for two, $65 for three, and $220 for 10. Find all that information below in the description. Send to paypal.me/Randy Kirk and join Patreon. Okay, let's go. And thank you to all the folks who have joined Patreon. First news this morning that is kind of lovely. You kind of love this kind of thing. Famous Michael Burry, famous because he is the big short, closed his bets against the S&P and the NASDAQ after massive run-ups. Burn, baby, burn. Oh yeah, love to hear those kind of pieces of news. All right, Reuters. Retail sales slipped 0.1% last month. The Commerce Department Census Bureau said on Wednesday, data for September was revised higher to show that sales was increasing 9% instead of the previously reported 7% rise previous month. But in October, sales actually slipped down. Economists polled by Reuters had forecast retail sales would fall 0.3%. So falling only 0.1% was actually a beat. So retail sales are hanging in there pretty good. The dip in retail sales followed months of big gains, suggesting that some of the drop was a little bit of a expected. Excluding automobiles, gasoline, building materials, and food services, but that's a lot of things to exclude, retail sales rose 0.2% in October. Data for September was revised up to show these so-called core retail sales increasing 7% instead of by the previous report 0.6%. Now then, you take that and you put it into the real world. Target and Home Depot both showed lower sales, but both of them popped on earnings and guidance. Target popped a bunch. To be clear, Tesla's same sales stores were up, but their overall sales decline. Home Depot talked about their professional side, the contractors and such, that part of their business is doing very well. And they're going to concentrate on that for a while because they think maybe the consumer in that building products area has maybe run out of a little gas. Investment Business Daily this morning is reporting on the PPI. The Labor Department's October Producer Price Index fell 0.5%. No. So, no, the prices didn't go up. The Producer Price Index said that their prices fell 0.5% for the month, sharply below the estimates for a 0.1% rise. The annual increase now 1.3, so year over year, under 2%, also below expectation. Core producer prices, which exclude food and energy as usual, were unchanged on the month with an actual rise of 2.4% year over year. That all of that was under forecasts. All right, so that's what the good news, the super good news is this morning that should be causing markets to bounce up even higher. But again, maybe they're out of gas. I mean, there's been some tremendous increases over the last couple of days. Reuters is saying this morning that for years, a little-known company called Tooling and Equipment International, TEI, has helped Tesla push back the frontiers of gigacasting, the process it pioneered to cast large body parts for cars in one piece in order to save time and money. Well, until today, that is now, TEI has been purchased by General Motors after agreeing on a deal that may have flown under the radar, but is a key part of General Motors' strategy to make up ground against Tesla. 4 people familiar with the transaction said. Based on Mary Barra's track record recently on making purchases of companies, this company now is going to self-destruct. I don't know what's going to happen, but something bad is going to happen now that Mary Barra has touched it. They're going to find out that there was fraudulent things going on or something. I mean, come on. Good luck, Mary. I hope this works out for you way better than your most recent forays into purchasing companies. The Empire State Manufacturers Survey said that manufacturing in New York grew modestly, according to folks that filled out the survey. The headline, General Business Conditions Index climbed 14 points to 9.1. New orders continued to fall slightly, but shipments picked up. Unfilled orders declined significantly, but delivery time shortened. Inventories increased for the first time in several months. So most of that sounds not so good. Labor market indicators pointed to a small decline in employment and the average work week. The pace of input prices increases modestly. Increases. So this is a very complicated sentence here. So input prices continue to increase, but they moderated that increase slightly, and selling prices were little changed. So there you go again. Producer prices, 0 change month over month. All right. So then we have B. Graham Disciple at B. Graham Disciple on X saying, Tesla is discounting Model 3 inventory in the United States across the board again. I would count this as good news. I would have expected it more in December, but I'm not surprised at all that they're discounting inventory on the Model 3. I'm hoping for a Model 3 refresh or the so-called Model 3 Plus to be showing up in the United States in January at the very latest. Maybe it's coming sooner than we thought. We have seen camouflaged vehicles around, so maybe we're getting close. Then Elon said, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people about this news. Elon said that SpaceX is not considering an IPO for Starlink in 2024. Oh, well, so maybe it'll be 2025. He didn't say it wouldn't be 2025. And he also said they're just not considering it right now. So they can consider it later. Who knows? But right now, according to Elon, not considering that IPO at this time. Well, where are the markets headed at this time? So Tesla continues to outpace the market, up 1.18%, where the market is up roughly 0.25%. So the Dow is up 0.18, the NASDAQ 0.32. I'm sorry, that just changed. Well, anyway, it's going to change every second. And the S&P up 0.21, but all generally speaking in that 20 to 30%, 0.20 to 0.30% range, whereas Tesla is up stronger. Now, though, just up 0.92, that changed quickly in the same time. The Magnificent Seven are mixed, some up, some down. And the Cathie Woods are almost 100% up and strong like Tesla. So even in the face of the bonds being getting slapped this morning with the yields going much higher, the Cathie Woods typically would be down and they're up. So maybe we're seeing some of that rotation that we've been talking about. Certainly yesterday, there was a huge rotation. 97% of the stocks on the S&P yesterday were up. That's evidence of a rotation. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the rest of these numbers. Actually, all of everything's falling right now, by the way. Before I even go in and look at that, all of the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P, Tesla, everything is coming down off of their highs earlier. So profit-taking day, at least maybe in the middle of the day, I would not be shocked at all to see profits, especially with the yields doing what they're doing. So let's go over and take a look at that information really quick. I'm going to start with the yields. So the yields are up almost 10 basis points on the 10-year. This is what I'm saying. It's kind of shocking to see this kind of a profit taking on the bonds after this inflation report. But selling on the news is, something that happens. We have got the 2-month is down and the 2-year is up also almost 9 basis points. So 10-year and the 2-year, both about 9 basis points. Breaking right now is GM union workers appear poised to vote down the UAW deal. And you realize Ford and Stellantis could say yes, and General Motors could say no. Very interesting. That's just a headline right now. That's all we know about it. But yeah, the bond, so profit taking everywhere, profit taking on bonds. It looks like profit taking on stocks this morning. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of these items here. Oil is down this morning. Profit taking, well, that can't be profit taking because it's been down, down, down. So it's at 77 this morning. We have gold down a teeny tiny bit at 1965. We have got the dollar off a little bit this morning, but the headline is it's shaking off weakness. And then the Bitcoin is up again this morning at around 36. And that's what you've got. And you've got again, all the equity markets are up as of this moment, but not as strongly as they were. And, but like I said, maybe it'll be a bounce around there. I don't know. This first 10 minutes, it's always fun, or 15, 20 minutes now of the market is always fun to take a look at, as sometimes there's a lot of action. Again, the Magnificent Seven are all over the place, some up, some down. All right. So did you hit like yet, or subscribe, or notify? You need to do all those 3 things. And then let's just talk for a little longer minute about this product, because some folks are starting to get it, that it's time to buy. It's getting close to Christmas and it's time to buy lots. Like I said, substantial orders yesterday, maybe my best day in a month. So I think that's what's happening is we're getting close to Thanksgiving. People start to think, okay, time to start buying. I will say that one of those purchases yesterday was the only woman who watches this show. But anyway, so, the ladies tend to buy their Christmas items earlier than we guys. But change your theory this year. Get them early and you'll be done. So this is real stainless steel. Listen to that bounce off my ring, huh? Okay, 3 millimeters thick, just like the actual car. Massive magnet on the back and an amazing gift box, magnet gift box, kind of an Apple-esque kind of box where the product just looks great when it arrives. I think I'll have this upside down or something, but yeah, I'll never figure this out in time for this show. Maybe like that. There we go. So that's how it looks when people get it. And of course, it comes in the camouflage also. Please remember to say camouflage or say, stainless, or say regular or something, or camo. when you place your order, $25 for one, $45 for two, $65 for three. You send it to paypal.me/Randy Kirk. Now, we also want people to be joining the Patreon, and Patreon, when you join, you got a choice. You can get, at the $10 level, you can get one of these amazing $25 value Cybertruck bottle openers for free, or you could choose to get 2 of my books, and it could be the message and the method, or you could join at the $5 level and just get 1. Yeah, that's the whole story, isn't it? I think I've covered. Yeah, later on today, no, I have no idea what I'm doing. Send me an idea in the comments below. What do you want me to cover today at noon? That'd be great. Yeah, lots of comments. I should have said that earlier when there was more than 3 people left watching. All right. For those of you who like the fact that I take one more look, man, this is what it's doing right now. Here's what Tesla's doing. But it's moving towards being up about 0.25%. No, I'm sorry, that's Google. Let's see. I mean, that was not. So Tesla's back up over a percentage point, but it is doing this, and it seems to be it was way big swings, and now it's getting smaller swings. What a strange start to the morning. Hey, listen, see you later. It's been great talking to you.